Hello everyone, today is Friday, November 1st. It's about 7:15 Eastern Time, and I'm just getting around to making Trader Jim's live video from today, which is a really good one. And I want to take this opportunity to try to do a little bit of education either before each video or in a separate video. So today, this is a perfect thing to talk about in relation to today's video. So when looking at the market, there's this thing called market structure. And market structure is basically the highs and lows made in the market. So going to the far left of the chart here, if you just follow my cursor, we have a low, and then we have a high, and then we have a higher low. So this high right here, if this low did not go below this low here, and this high remained, this low stayed intact, the market went higher, then this becomes a market structure high, okay? And this becomes a market structure low. So these are also 1, 2, 3 or ABC moves, A, B, C, A, B, C, and so forth. So here we have a market structure high here, we have a market structure low, and then we have a high, a low, and another high. So we have another market structure high, market structure low, and another market structure high, and so forth. So when we see a series of higher highs, higher lows, that gives us a clue as to the strength of the market. In order to change direction, what we need is a series of lower highs and lower lows. Now, keep in mind that market structure is also related to the time frame you're in. So sometimes you may have to step back in time frame to see the bigger picture. But in this context, this is a 987 tick chart, and this is pretty good for day trading the NASDAQ. And so what might have helped Trader Jim today is if we look at the, there was the non-farm payroll announcement at 8:30, and if we look at the market structure prior to that, we can see it was pretty bullish, and these market structure highs and lows, and might have given him a little bit better clue as to what happened today. I'm kind of giving a little spoiler here, but this might have helped in choosing a market bias, particularly if he was wrong right at this point. Then the thing to do is to buy the first pullback or take the breakout of the market structure high here, which came in at about a little bit before 10 o'clock or so. So this is the NASDAQ on live sim on the 987 tick, and of course this did pretty good today. But just for grins, I did a NASDAQ 500 tick chart with a 6 contracts and a $2,000 goal, and this was the result here today on a 500 tick chart. Now this is hypothetical, this is looking back, these are historical trades, but again you can see the market structure on this chart as well. And I also did the open range filter starting at, I think, 8:30 here. So yeah, my open range filter started at 8:30 today, which is what Jim did. And so I just wanted to show this. This would have been historically, hypothetically, this would have been what the 500 tick would have done. You can kind of see the market structure here. So anyway, that's today's lesson. Do be aware of higher highs and higher lows in the bigger picture, and that can help you gauge strength in the market. Okay, let's take a look at today's video from Trader Jim.
Okay, November 1st, a few minutes before the non-farm payroll announcement, I loaded up the combine. Today is day 5. I am not where I wanted to be. My goal was to finish it in 5 days. I am a little less than 2,000 short. As of 5 p.m. last night at around 104,000 and change. So I set this template for a $2,000 target, a $1,500 stop, trading 6 contracts, and the daily open range filter I set today for 8:30, the time of the announcement. So at 8:30, the open range filter is going to form. I'm going to trade 6 contracts, and I am on shorts only because if you remember yesterday, 81.40 was a major resistance, and anything below 81.15 to me is bearish. Now, if price was between 81.15 and 81.40, I would have actually said both ways, because then two-sided action would be possible. Obviously, this is a news-driven event, so zones might not mean much. But I have to go on something, and to me still levels play a role. So gonna wait to 8:30. Auto trader set on shorts only, trading 6 contracts. I can do it in step 1. In step 1, top step trader allows you to trade the news. I will not be able to do it in step 2. But I would love to finish this step 1 on time. Like I said, my goal was in 5 days. Today is day 5, and I am short of target. So we'll see. Here we go. Opening up, shooting higher. At least so far. Well, I was on shorts. So unfortunately, I missed that move. Well, 81.15 could still be resistance. But that was the move. The move was higher. Oh well. Let's give them a minute. Yeah, that's a shame. Can't say unexpected. But definitely just given where we were in price, I just had to bet on lower prices. Well, let's see if they'll come down now. So once again, though, I mean, you see how effective, though, the auto trader is at keeping you away from losing trades. I was wrong on the direction, and that's on me. But the auto trader did not allow a short. Obviously, a short would have been a losing trade. All right, I'm going to disable it at this point. All right, well, I am back, and I definitely missed the move higher. Still very disappointed with the morning trade. Also, let me tell you, I apologize for the appearance of the screen. The colors are all off. The resolution is terrible. Again, I am not trading with my regular computer. That one is being repaired, and I hope to get it by mid next week. This is a very old computer. It's barely breathing. It's not the monitor, because this is the same monitor I used before, but yeah, this computer is just not doing well. I'm just trying to do the best I can here. So definitely missed the move higher. Waited for still kind of want to see a deeper retracement to 81.40. We came close. I really want them to dig into 81.40, go slightly below it, and then see how they behave. If they do form up on 81.40, they should be breaking today's high. So it would give me enough room to hit daily target. This is a funded account, and at this point, I might not trade the combine. This is a regular $500 stop and target with 2 contracts. Still going back to the morning trade. If I can take lack of a trade, I guess, wasn't really a trade, but 8:30. So yeah, because of where we were under 81.15, after the fact, it's very easy to second guess yourself. Of course, this is an event-driven trade. But at the time I had my reasons. So definitely, if I was long, if I clicked on longs, this would have been a limit order, which would have been filled over here. and then there'd be pretty much zero heat, and just definitely would have completed the combine with 6 contracts. It would just be easy stuff. But it didn't happen. I guess on a good note, the auto trader did keep me from taking a short, as the lower part was never broken, and so there was no short trade. So that's it. And at this point, I'm just waiting. I would like to see a slightly better retracement, which they might not give me, and if they won't, I just might have to take a long and a higher number. Still kind of hoping to then kind of dig into 81.40, maybe go down to 81.35 or so, and then bounce up. Definitely cannot be bearish at this point. So now this is an interesting scenario. We actually came down a lot deeper than I expected. Here is that 81.15. Remember 81.15? Well, here it is. Now, if they firm up on 81.15, then we can easily go back and test the highs. However, if they break below 81.15, then I am bearish once again. The market then turns to a kind of a neutral to weaker position. So at this point, I have both clicked in, because 81.15 is such a pivotal zone that from this point, it could go either way. Breaking below 81.15 could easily bring about 8100 and 8080. So this is I did not anticipate this, and look at the auto trader keeping me out of any long trades, because if you remember, I think somewhere along here I said I'll take a long, but the auto trader kept me out even though there was some false starts to the upside. The auto trader kept me out of any long trades, and here we are now with this very pivotal area, and I'm going to completely trust the auto trader to determine if we have a bullish or bearish formation, because 81.15 at this point, I don't have any kind of bias. From this point, it all depends. We form up, we go much higher. We break down, and we going down at least 30 points or more. Well, auto trader picks long, and we go long. Tried 81.15, tested it nicely, and bounced up. So now I am very comfortable with this trade. It should work out just fine. First target right above 36, which is good. All right, gonna put the recording on pause. Maybe just show time and sales again. Here you go. Gonna put the recording on pause and resume as trade develops. Sorry guys, had to step out. So apparently first target was hit. Not too far from the daily target, which I think should be somewhere around 40. So yeah, pretty much according to plan. Now I did not think they would come all the way to 81.15. That was really the ideal position. Then firming up on 81.15, just they should be again retesting the 81.60s. So I'm gonna just leave this on now because we're not far from the daily target. I'm just gonna leave the recording going. Just gonna trail at 50% here, at least not allow a loss on the second half of the position. All right, I'm gonna trail closer. And here is daily target on this account with nice positive slippage. Okay, well, not a very exciting day. I will be done here. No more trading. Somewhat disappointed that the morning trade or the attempt did not take place. I did not click the longs to take advantage of the move higher. But I guess if anything positive could be said is that the auto trader really kept me out of losing trades all day today. So first of all, it would not allow a short during the news announcement, which kept me out of taking a short trade. And then I think I came home somewhere around like between 10:30 and 11 o'clock. I think it was somewhere here where I first clicked longs to take a long, but the auto trader did not take a long. It just, with all this kind of tricky action, auto trader just would not take a long, stayed patient, and then we got to a critical point, then it took a long. And that one worked out beautifully. So, not every day is going to be a home run. Well, today was a base hit, and I will just have to finish step 1 of the top step combine next week. So this is the update as of 5 p.m. last night. So yesterday was day 4, so I imagine after today at 5 o'clock, the minimum of 5-day trading check mark is going to be green. So I am just shy of $2,000 away from the $6,000 target. Wanted to do it this week, but it did not work out. I'm going to finish it up next week.